The senator from Maine.
Madam President, I'm pleased to join my colleagues, Senator Nelson, Senator Specter, and Senator Lieberman, in offering a bipartisan compromise on the stimulus proposal that is before us. Madam President, this proposal is the culmination of much deliberation and debate by so many of our colleagues on both sides of the aisle. I realize that some of my Republican colleagues who are involved in the deliberations ultimately have decided not to support the compromise, but their debate, their ideas help inform the compromise that we are presenting tonight. Madam President, our country faces a grave economic crisis, and the American people want us to work together. They don't want to see us dividing along partisan lines on the most serious crisis facing our country. And that is why so many of us have worked night and day to try to come up with a stimulus package that would be a considerable improvement over the House-passed bill and that would help to boost our economy and to create and preserve jobs. Madam President, I could not vote for the House-passed bill. Laden with unnecessary expenditures, it was a Christmas tree upon which every member, virtually, had hung his or her favorite project. It was bloated, expensive, and ineffective. This compromise greatly improves the bill. It will help our economy recover from a dangerous recession. It will help Americans throughout this country who are struggling because they've lost their jobs. Every day we hear more reports of massive job losses. Just today we learned that our country lost nearly 600,000 jobs in January alone. The unemployment rate exceeds 7%, its highest level in more than 16 years. Unemployment in my home state of Maine is now 7%, again, a 16-year high. Just today in Maine, we learned that another paper mill has been forced to lay off 140 people for at least a month because they don't have enough orders to keep the workers on the job. Madam President, these are not just cold statistics. These are not just jobs. These are hard-working American people who need our help, who deserve a stimulus package that is targeted, effective, and bipartisan. That is why I've worked so hard with a bipartisan group of my colleagues to come up with a responsible plan that will jumpstart our economy and help improve the lives of hardworking people. Madam President, this debate is not about Republicans or about Democrats. It's not about our new president winning or losing. It's about helping the American people, and surely we ought to be able to come together to advance that goal. I have maintained since the beginning of this debate that in order to be effective, the money included in this package has to be able to be spent quickly, to put more dollars into the taxpayers' pockets, and it has to be targeted and directed to projects that will really help. And that is what we have done. As my colleague from Nebraska has pointed out, We have reduced over $110 billion in unnecessary spending from this bill. We have cut that away. Now, is it perfect? No. Every compromise reflects choices that are necessary to bring people together. But this bill is an enormous improvement over the House bill. It cuts away many projects that are worthwhile projects, but which do not belong in a stimulus package because they have nothing to do with turning our economy around and creating and saving jobs. There's been